It's a weird thing, Hassan, because I wrote this book because I couldn't get my daughter to listen to me when she was young. I pushed this stuff way too hard, way too fast, turned her off to all things financial. And that concerned me because I knew that if you get a few key financial things right, there's so many more opportunities that open up. Your life is so much better, so much easier. And if you don't, the road is so much harder. So as a parent, I wanted that for her.
Why are so many people bad with money, myself included?
Well, I think when you look at the popular culture around money, you turn on the TV, you look at the news, it seems impossibly complicated. And there's a reason for that, because Wall Street makes it very complicated. Wall Street is filled with genuinely complex investment products. Classically, it's filled with some things that the people who created it don't quite understand how it works. So that's the bad news. So when people say, wow, this is really complex, they're absolutely right, it is. The good news is you can sweep all of that off and onto the floor because you don't need any of it. And what you do need, what will make you wealthy over time, is the soul of simplicity. But that's not a message you're ever going to get on TV or in the papers, because there's no money to be made in putting that message out there.
Or on the internet. The internet is filled with people that speak very confidently, with all caps in their captions. Yeah. And there's really bold music, and there's complex ideas and complex graphs. And when I look at you in this book, you just wrote one book when there's so many courses you could have sold. There's so many sub-books you could have written about how to become rich. And my question, JL, is why aren't you a grifter? There's a great grift to get in on. And why just do one little book like this?
It's my mother's fault.
Really?
Yeah, she instilled a conscience in me. I've cursed her for that ever since. I'd be so much wealthier if she hadn't given me a conscience. But she did. So here we are.
When I knew you were for real is in 2018, you gave a Google talk at Google. And a Google employee asked you about investing in Google.
Right.
Let's take a look.
What are your thoughts on holding the Google shares, since we're all extremely invested in the success of Google?
Well, that's a politically loaded question. Somehow I think I should say, hold Google. But that's actually not my opinion.
What was your opinion? And what is your opinion?